Okay, hello and welcome. Next question. Let's give a few seconds to make sure the audio is working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good. All right, so I've got my chat open, audio is working. I think we can begin. So last question was, and also I've got Excalibur over here, so I can erase this now. Last question was K concatenation maximum sum. Now I've got monthly transactions 1. This looks like it's an SQL question, so we'll try this one now. Transactions. We'll write an SQL query defined for each month and country, the number of transactions and their total amount, the number of approved transactions and their total amount. Return the result table in any order. The query result is in the following example. Transactions table, output, pretty high acceptance rate and reasonable submissions. Okay, so, or kind of normal number of submissions, average. All right, primary key is the ID, the country, state, amount, transaction date, information about incoming transactions. State column is an enum of type approved, declined. Okay. Okay, approved, declined. Okay, interesting. Write SQL query defined for each month and country, the number of transactions and their total amount, the number of approved transactions and their total amount. Each month and country, so each month and country, the number of transactions, okay, how many transactions there were, and their total amount, the sum, so the count, the sum, the number of approved transactions and their total amount. I think I could do group by with a halving clause. The number of approved transactions and their total amount. Okay, number of transactions and the total amount, and the number of approved transactions and the total amount. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Wonder if I want to join. It doesn't seem right. Result table in any order. So transactions table, we've got can't go further. Approved count, transaction total amount, approved total amount. Okay. Then what month, country, transaction count, approved count, transaction total amount, approved total amount. All right. I mean, so I think I could do a group by. Select from, I'm wondering if I should use a CTE, but I don't think I need to. Might be more than is required. Select from transactions, excuse me. Group by country. Transaction date. Having trans date. Well, the same month. The month of the transaction date is really what I want. Yeah, I don't know what this will show if I do it this way. Let's take a look at the group by clause, see what I can do with it. Wrong answer. Okay. Good. That's what I expect. The output, I have ID, country, state, approved amount, transaction date, 2018, 2019, 2019. Oh, right. It's different countries with different. Okay. Interesting. So I think it works if I go by the month. 12-1, 12-1. Kind of want more test cases to work with here. Can I do another test case? Can I do add another month? It's country and month, right? What happens if I do? I guess it's not so bad to tinker with the test cases. Bro, why don't you do problems of LeetCode in Java? Do you know only C++, or are you only comfortable in C++? Hello, Siddharth Mishra. I prefer C++. Yeah, I mostly focus on C++. I don't really like Java, generally, for various reasons. That's mostly why I do it in C++. Okay, yeah, so it does give me, I don't know, 2 is what I want. Yeah, I prefer C++. I want to work in C++. I want to learn more about C++. Don't really like Java. And I know a little bit of Java. Like I could do these in Java, but it's sort of a preference. It's more like a preference. I don't know as much about Java. I have to say that, though. That's definitely more proficient in C++ than Java. There's like a lot of stuff in Java that I haven't touched, and I kind of don't want to. So, okay. USD, yeah, if they're different countries, they could have the same months, but it should be 4 different lines. Okay, so they end up with 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is year and month. It is year and month, not just the month. Okay. The month is year and month. Okay. So it's year, month. I don't know if I can do it this way. I want to verify that. Where do you work? Which country? I'm an American, and I'm in America, and right now I'm actually unemployed. Technically unemployed. I'm working on my own projects and basically starting my own company. But that's like, I don't have a lot of funding, so it's like kind of not, it's not one of those things where you could be like, yeah, I make $1 million a year with my company. It's like, no, I make $0 a year with my company at the moment, because the year's not over, so I don't really know exactly, but a lot of the stuff is going to be probably free software, because it's like, that's what I want to do. Actually, that's what I want to do anyway. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I worked for a trading company. I worked for a company that worked on trading systems, that built trading systems for a period of time, for about 4 years. That was like 2 years ago now. So, yeah. But I appreciate you asking. Appreciate you asking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's. This is kind of what I'm looking for. I think this works. Does this work? Yes. Yeah, country, date, month, year. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. So now I can do. Now the thing that's weird about this is I can get the count and the sum, right? The count as, what do they want? They want trans count, transaction count. I can get the sum of amount as the trans total amount. I think this works. I'm not sure if I can still use this. I think this has to come afterwards. Yeah, I think. Oh. Amount, okay. Sometimes abbreviated. Yeah, let's see. Go to case 2. Transaction count, transaction total amount. Okay, that's good. And then the approved count, approved total amount. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that. month, country. This does work. I can do that there. I want the month, so month of trans state as month, and year of trans state as year. And then the other parts and the country as well. There's a lot of parts to this. The approved amount and the approved count, I have to think about that a little bit more. How exactly I want to do that. But it's okay. What is okay? Forgive me. I think I wasn't following. I did not follow. Okay, yes, I've got these 5 plus country month. So I gotta swap these two. So these work. So it works. Yeah, I think I need to figure out how to get the approved count and the approved transaction total amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Month, country, year, trans count. This is not what I want for the month and the year. Okay. Should be combined, the month and the year. Okay. It's gonna be like a concatenation probably. Year plus month. I can do I believe I can do a concatenation. Something like that. Yeah. Concat. Okay. That's simple enough. I was like, isn't that simple? I don't know. I don't know if I could do multiple. I might be able to do multiple. No, can't. Okay. I was gonna say if I could do. Oh, I can. Can I? Can. Oh. What? What? Thought that syntax was okay. What's going on? Oh no, some other error. Oh, okay. Oh, that is an error. Wrong, focusing on the wrong spot. Done that before. How are we doing on time? 13 minutes? Okay. Try to go a little faster. We're trying to get to. I'm very close. I think I'm close. Suspect I'm close. There we go. Trent. No. Month. There we go. That's the month I want. Not quite. I want this to be padded. This should be. There's like a string function for padding. Format. I maybe just need I maybe just do this may be a slightly different function I want to use, like a date function that'll just give me the month and year. That's probably better. Just go for that one. So there's month and it's like month and year. I'm sure. Get format, maybe that's what I want. I think get format's probably better. Date, month name, no. Get format I think is probably the best. There we go, yeah. That's what I want. Result. Date format. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want month and year. Month numeric, so lowercase m. And then the year is probably lowercase y. There we go. And this is 2 digits. Yes, that's what I want. Lowercase y, lowercase n. That's much better. That's definitely what I want. I don't want to format this by using other using other means. Let's say month, year. No, year, month. Yeah, year, month. Okay. Okay, could try that. So this is date format. Get format. Cat. Where'd it go? Somewhere around here. It's too many things open. Date format. Yes, date format. All right, let's try that. That's a little bit. That's better. Better than concatenating and whatnot. Okay. Month. Oh no. What? I need 4. Okay. 2 digits. I need 4 digits. 4 digits. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was. I didn't realize that was 4 digits. I read it, but it just didn't register. That was what I wanted. Okay. Very good. So, month, country, trans count. Month, country, trans count, trans total amount. So I need now the approved account, approved total amount. So the problem I have with the approved amount is I basically want to run a count as well as the sum functions, but I want this where the approved count is, or approved is true, where state is approved. And I'm not sure. I think I have to look at aggregate functions. Aggregate functions. Do sum and count. See if there. I think window is maybe what I want. Maybe I want a window, something like that. Over clause. Oh, that's probably what I want. Over. Yeah. Let's try over. Over clause. What does the over clause do? I think that's what I'm missing. Somewhere around here is over. Where's the over clause? Over clause. It's been a while. Well, I shouldn't say it's been a while. I tend not to remember. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't use it that frequently. That's probably more accurate to say. So I tend to have to look it up again, exactly what the over clause does. Aggregate functions can be used as window functions. Those that can be used this way are signified in their syntax description by overclause, representing an optional overclause. Overclause is described, there we go, which also includes other information about window function usage. Yeah, okay, that was right. It's window function. Okay. Sum over as total profit, partition by country. So partition by, all right, each window operation in the query is signified by an inclusion of an over clause that specifies how to partition query rows into groups for processing by the window function. The first over clause is empty, which treats the entire set of query rows as a single partition. The window function thus produces a global sum, but does so for each row. The second over clause partitions rows by country, producing a sum per partition. Per country, the function produces the sum for each partition row. So can I do over partition by, what is partition by? Huh. Interesting. I'm not too sure. What can I partition by? Window spec. Okay. What's the window spec? Syntax window specification has several parts, all optional. Window name, partition clause, order clause, frame clause. Partition by clause indicates how to divide the query rows into groups. Window function result for a given row is based on the rows of the partition that contains the row. Partition by is omitted. There is a single partition consisting of all query rows. Has the syntax. Partition by expression. Expression followed by column names only. Okay. MySQL extensions to permit expressions, not just column names. For example, if a table contains a timestamp column, partitioned by TS, but not partitioned by hour, whereas MySQL permits both. Oh, standard SQL you cannot, but MySQL allows you to do both. Okay, that's interesting. Order clause, an order by clause indicates how to sort each rows in each partition. Frame is a subset of the current partition, and the frame clause specifies how to define the subset. The frame clause has many subclauses of its own. I think I want a frame. So sum over partition by, order by, unbounded preceding. It's a little awkward here. Window, use of the window. All of this is, I just don't want to run a join. That's the thing. It's like I could use like common table expressions and run like a subquery or a join or something, but I'm trying to avoid that. Maybe I should just do that and just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Can include a frame clause. A frame is a subset of the current partition, and the frame clause specifies how to define the subset. Frames are determined with respect to the current row, which enables a frame to move within a partition depending on the location of the current row within its partition. Going to be all rows. Running totals, frame extending, rolling averages. Rows between, preceding, and following. Oh, wow, okay. Moving frames to compute totals. Okay. Not sure if that's exactly what I need. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. Start frame, end frame, expression, preceding, following. Yeah, this is kind of involved, huh? No, I think this makes it more complicated than it needs to be. Can I use a, maybe I should use a subquery, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Basically, I could make two common table expressions. One of these has the transaction counts and transaction total amount, and the other one is like the same thing, except have a where clause where the state is approved. And I have these two common table expressions, then I could just join them, right? Join them on the month. That seems bad though. That seems kind of unnecessary. I'm trying to avoid doing that extra trying to avoid doing the extra computation. Like I want this to be faster, but whatever. It's like the only way I can think of at the moment. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we'll do with as. All right. Call this all stats, and approve stats. And then select from all stats A and approve stats B, where A dot month is equal to B dot month. Right, those are basically like primary keys. It creates a primary key that month. And I want the approve stats. I think I can do a where state is equal to approved. Wonder what this will do. Something like this. So I was trying to avoid a join, but it's okay. Duplicate column name country. These I don't need. Also, I don't know why I still have that. Oh no, that's fine. Month and A dot country equals B dot country. Excuse me, that's month and country is supposed to be the between the two of them creates a unique key. That's my mistake. Okay. Okay. I could maybe do a join because I only want one of these for the month and the country. Could do A star and then, well, maybe join is what I want just to keep it. Keep it simple. I cannot do A. Maybe the join's not, syntax not quite right. I don't use a crazy amount of SQL, so there's definitely quite a lot of, I have to look up things quite a bit. Wrong, okay. Month, country, trans count, trans total. Yeah, it's still, it's not actually removing the joined. I think I need a natural join. Also, it might be a natural join that I need. Something. Yeah. Inner join, outer join, natural join, all those things. Natural join. Okay, I don't really need all that. Just to. Yeah. I don't think that this will delete. I basically just don't want these two columns there. Actually, I should keep that open. I don't want these two columns there anymore. The month and country. I don't want that duplicated. How do I get rid of that? I could specify these directly, but that doesn't seem great. I kind of want these to be, and they alternate too in the result. They want trans count, approved count, trans total amount, approved total amount. I mean, I could just write them directly, right? Month, country, a.month, a.country, trans count, b.trans count, a.approved count. That's B is approved. B is approved, A is all. Trans total amount is a.trans total amount, and b.approved total amount. I mean, I didn't really want to type out the whole thing. I'm sure there's a way to do that. This is a little bit simpler, a little bit better, but not using a join anymore. I don't know if the join is optimized. If I use the join, it might be faster. These should be approved count and approved total amount. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of taking me a while, quite frankly. Like, I could have done this very quickly out the gate. It's just I was trying to be a little more clever, you know, be a little more, not write the whole thing out here, that kind of a thing. Yeah. I mean, all right. I could just go for it. This may or may not. This could be wrong still. I think it's right, but it could be wrong. Oh no. Oh. What happened? Ouch. Ouch. Okay. What did I do? Output. Oh, nothing in the output. Okay. Approved count. Oh no. Oh. I see. Ah. That's bad. Should do a left join. Left join and then an if null on the trans. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. The approved amount. Yeah, I don't know. I think jumped the gun on that one. Did too confident. Too confident. Yeah. If null, I think it's 0. Something like this. No. Right syntax. Month, country, line. Oh. Now it becomes an on. Right? It's a join. Jumping back and forth between joins and. No. Okay. Yeah, the name is wrong. Okay. 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 I could just rename it over here. Just a count and a amount, or just approved amount. Approved amount, approved count, and then no, I'll just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine. It's a lot of extra characters, but I think it's okay. Yeah, so this is bad on my part. I don't know. I'm getting kind of. Think I'm gonna go for it anyway. Yeah. Okay. Deep breath. A lot of things that I didn't really like here. I think it's kind of slow, number one. I think it's kind of slow. It's not good that I got the wrong answer. I forgot to check for the null case, right? It's pretty slow. Forgot to use the left join when I really should have. Didn't check for the null values. Didn't like that I have to rewrite the counts. I think this is kind of not great on my part. I think maybe I'm supposed to use a window of some kind, but it's, well, the join is not great. The join is not great. I don't know. I could look at some of the solutions to see a better way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let me submit it a couple more times. Yeah, I didn't really like this one too much. This was not ideal. Took me a long time. I felt like I made a bunch of concessions that weren't great. It's not the cleanest way to do this. Like, I have a lot of complaints. Also, kind of jumped the gun anyway. I definitely could have. I either could have just tested it first, or I could have tested it first, or I could have just thought about it a little bit more. That, of course, if none of them are approved, what do I end up with a join? That I'm going to end up with some. Actually, not going to have the. Not only would it not be null, it just wouldn't, because I wouldn't have a left join. I wouldn't have the. I wouldn't even have the columns to work with in the first place. So yeah, it looks like sometimes the runtime is reasonable, but there's a lot of variation. But it doesn't look like this is the most efficient way to do it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's kind of hard to do without using a join or a subquery. I don't know. Let's look at some of the solutions. Some of the solutions. Simple SQL, step-by-step, easy solution. Simple, okay. Alrighty. 2023. Oh, that's like a month ago. All right. Okay. Select left as month, country. Okay. Well, you could just format it too. That also works. Country, count ID. Oh no! Oh. No. Case when else end. I totally forgot. I totally forgot you could do that in the. I should have looked for that. I didn't think about that. Kind of, I knew I've seen that before, but I just forget these things. That's why you just gotta keep practicing. I totally forgot. Oh man, there's so many things that I forget. I get it's pretty disappointing. What was I looking for? What's it called? Aggregate functions. That's what I'm looking for. Aggregate functions. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Where are the aggregate functions? Okay, let's go to sum. So this expression, the sum of expression, if the return set has no rows, sum returns null. The distinct keyword can be used to sum only the distinct values of expression. There are no matching rows, or if expression is null, sum returns null. Executes as a window function if over clause is present. Over clause is described in section 12. So the sum of this expression, what does that mean exactly? Not a lot of detail explaining what that means. As it turns out, you can do quite a lot with that. I think that might be the issue I'm facing here, is that I really didn't need to look at the solutions, actually. It's good that I did, but I probably didn't need to do that. Yeah, this is just really basic. Not simple, not that basic, but hold on, let's go back. Let's go with this. Don't need width. Don't need all that extra stuff. Okay. What did actually no, I do want to look at something here. Hold on. There was something there actually. It's good. It is good to look at these. It's good to look at these. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the I don't know where the documentation is that describes like what you can do with this expression. What exactly how to understand it. Like I don't really follow it, I think. Group by month country. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You can group by the new, okay, group by your new column. Okay, got it. That's cool. Okay. Just group by month in that case. All right. Month, country, country, month, and or just month, country. Count is trans count, sum amount is trans total amount. There's another one that is as looking for approved count and approved total amount. Okay. And these can both be, and I suppose we could just more readable here. I'm gonna make things, it's all gonna be just in the, it's all just gonna be in the select, I guess the column portion of the select, the expression to the right is the select keyword, whatever portion that you want to call that. Everyone describe that. So this is going to be count of state is equal to approved, and then or the sum. That also works. Sum. I think count works too. Or maybe I'm wrong. And then here it's going to be the sum. So it was like if. So if then else, right? So if state is approved, then, excuse me, the amount, otherwise 0. Something like that. Something like this. 40 minutes. Month, country, transaction count, approved count, trans total amount, approved total amount. Okay. So my output has 2 for approved count, and it should be 1. Okay. This maybe it should be sum then. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot easier. That's a lot easier. Gee. I wonder why the sum and the count don't give me the same answer. I don't really understand that. I don't really know. But yeah, that's perfect. That works. Okay, let's go for it. That hopefully is faster. Nope, got there. Okay, that's super easy. Yeah, that's way better. That's a lot faster. It doesn't require a join. Very simple to program. Way better, yeah. So I got to get a little more comfortable, or just remember, actually, just remember that I could put an expression in the count or the sum aggregate, and it'll it's not so obvious what it does exactly. I think what it does is like the sum will just add the result of this expression repeatedly for each row. I think that's what it does. Same thing. The count, though, I think the count just gives me the count of all of the rows, like regardless of what the expression is. Let me see if I can find out exactly what it does. So there's the sum and there's the count. Somewhere around here. Which I don't know, like, somewhat difference that count returns the count of the number of rows retrieved, whether or not they contain null values. Count of the number of non-null values of expression in the rows retrieved by a select statement. The result is a big int value. Oh, I see. So I could use count, but I might as well just use sum because the expression, it'll be 0 or 1 if it's a Boolean expression. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's probably the sum of the expression over the set of. Okay. Yeah, I could have just used sum or count, and that would have been just a clever way of using those two things. I don't know. I have no excuse. No real excuse other than I didn't. I kind of didn't remember that I could do that. Didn't really think about it either. Like, didn't realize I could do it that way. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better to do it that way. 80%. Okay, that's good. I'll just submit it a bunch of times to make sure. When I get a wrong answer, I get kind of annoyed because I get you get like penalized on your score. Like your submission rate is lower. Successful submission rate's lower. Yeah, 96%. Yeah, this is probably about as well as you could do it. This is reasonable. Submit it maybe a couple more times. Nice. Okay, great. Very good. I wish I had done that in 5 minutes initially. Again, this is why I practice. This is why I practice. There's a lot of practice to do. It's pretty quick. If I remember to do that in the future, then I can do these fairly quickly. 97% is reasonable. It's okay. All right, so thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe for more. I'm going to stop here and restart on another question and keep going. So thank you for watching. Take care. Have a good